Hello everyone, my name is Moon and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Alrighty, so Alpha21 is still in experimental mode, but I'm here to show you guys what's all new. So if you remember, I don't have my computer, so it's just gonna be kind of crazy. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do another pre-gen. Okay, let's do a 10 gen. No, can't do that. Alpha 20. I want this to be Alpha 21. We'll do the pre-gen. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and put our, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Do our multiplier just because we're alone. Move off, and yeah. So yeah, Alpha 21 has had a lot of changes to the game. No longer where you have to really be required on skill, it's more on RNG with bullets. Bullets? I meant to say books. I'm just an idiot. So there is no more, oh, I can start crafting this stuff right away once I find the schematic. No, in fact, you have to have a set amount of books to start crafting certain items. And if you hear a fan running, sorry, that's my computer. It's been overheating lately, so I'm trying to get it to cool off. But there's so many new changes with it. Water, fluids more or less, is scarce, so you're going to be drinking a lot of murky water to begin with when you find it, and it's always fine because you'll just get dysentery. But you pretty much you will find goldenrod teat everywhere. No longer though can you craft bottles. Bottles, cans are gone. They're now all consumables. So this bottle of water that I have right here, this jar I should say, it's gonna be gone once I consume it at least. A lot of things have changed, like the bedrolls. They look different in the crafting thing. Now when you place them down, they look the same. But a lot of new cool things have happened. As well as bird's nests, they actually break down. Now I didn't change any of the settings because I'm kind of keeping everything a little secret for myself. Mainly being, now if I decide to take out this entire grid square, and if I don't interact with it for like 30-ish days, it will reset, which is a really cool aspect of the game. Now we don't have to worry about, oh, our things are limited because of this or that. Also, another cool thing about this is now you don't have to craft the top, the tunic top that you usually do at the beginning of this. You don't have to put that on either, or you don't have to make it, which is just kind of funny to me. Another cool thing is, as you can tell, the HUD looks a little different for vanilla. If you can see where it says look for yellow navigation icons to find resources, all that's new. Also in the top or the upper right, you see where it says Pine Forest. Now you get locations based on where you're at, and depending on where you're at, it will also tell you if it's hostile or not. And in that one I'll show you a little later. I just gotta get things. Yeah, so if I go up there, see now it says the Rupert residence. That's that's new. Another cool thing about the combat situation, which I'll have to show later, is I can now actually aim through this, shoot through it, do whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I could still be safe from zombies. At least for the time being. Infection, that's a weird thing to tell me as I start beating into this thing. But there's a lot of cool new extra factors to this thing. They've reworked paintings, because now there's new paintings all over Neviscan or wherever. I think they did get rid of a lot of the old ones, because I've only seen, I think, like 2 of them in my time of playing. Because the only time I played really this has been with T, because we were like, hey, let's experience together, because we're going to get ready to be going back towards, oh, that's good, cooking pot. We're going to be playing on our server again with our friends, so if we can get a little head start before they can, we'll be a little set forth. Now, there's been a lot of reworks of buildings. Doors look different in certain houses. It's not all the same, including vehicles. Vehicles have changed dramatically. There are different types of vehicles now that you can have. I'll wear that for now. Put all that stuff, a little beanie on. Our little puppers. And I will show that in a little bit once I get out of this house. I'm just seeing if there's anything. Alright, there wasn't really anything. I just gotta get some stone. Damn, I was really hoping to show off one of the new book type things. I really hope my microphone's not picking up the thing. My fan is easy. So yeah, here. This is a new vehicle model that they have in the game. They have, I think, a total of 4 new vehicle models. I think. Yeah, I'm supposed to craft a building block. And as I write a passage, it's time to do one thing. Make ourselves our first campfire. And as you can tell, the campfire model itself, when you put it down, looks a little different, as well as when you have it in your inventory. And traders this way. Like I said, a lot of new things have changed in Alpha 21, and it's kind of made this game, for the better, it's made it a lot more refined. Now, obviously, people are going to be, when the people start actually playing this, when the actual game itself comes out, they're going to be kind of butthurt about it because they can't get easily done. Me and T, for the first 6 days, it was really hard for us to ever get rid of our dysentery, because water or fluids really is scarce when you're not actively looking for them. And I know that makes no sense, but hopefully I can show it to you guys eventually. I need to find some rocks. So we were just playing the game. We were getting our first trader just kind of up and running, which the traders, or at least as I know, is Jen has actually changed her location, everything about the traders, I think, have changed. The way their trading shop looks, their settlement looks, completely changed. At least for Jen. I'm not sure about Hugh. I'm not sure about Bob or Joel. And I think, no, we did look at Wrecked because that's where he spawned at too. Wrecked has a new reworks. He's still the same asshole, but he has a little rework. I know I'm preparing this a little early. Can I make my hammer yet? I need more stone and plant fiber. And as you can tell on the bottom right, you can see now it tells you how many items that you have of that current thing that you're trying to get. So I have 4 stone, and it keeps going up, which is actually something people's been wondering about if they'd add. I think there's been a mod for that eventually, and they implemented it into the actual basic game. So now you can tell, hey, how much do I have? As you're harvesting your thing, you can actually see how much it is. It's not just a plus whatever symbol. All right, let's go ahead and make our sling hammer. And put it to our hotbar. Boom. Another cool thing that's actually changed out is they've changed a lot of the uh, zombie models to give them some better looking type of look. They may look the same, but when you actually compared the old to the new, you can definitely tell the difference between the old and new. Something else that's pretty cool. Okay, this right here. This is what I was talking about. So now you see how it says 2 skulls is a tier 2 environment, meaning it's something that I shouldn't be in because it's supposedly harder than what I'm normally used to. I do like the concept that it tells you how difficult one is, so you know beforehand what you're getting yourself into. Well, it's a little embarrassing that I missed that shot. And as you can see, they now have actual physics to when you dismember a head, as well as many different head removal things, which they have been tying. I think they've been trying to do that for a while, and usually it's just like it splatters. But now you can actually dismember heads, and it actually looks like you dismembered a head via melee weapon or bow or automatic weaponry. Automatic weaponry just meaning guns and shit. Let's see. I can't tell whose this one is, but this isn't Jin's. Hopefully, I'll be able to show it to you eventually. Hopefully, my tower will be fixed by then. I actually got confirmation. What's this? Oh, it's the door. Ah, Trader Hugh. So Trader Hugh has a really cool thing. But yeah, a whole new works of the system. A lot more stuff you can now actually just go about and loot, as well as porta potties, which you can hide in, I guess. Not really sure. There's been a lot of porta potties on the map from what me and T have been seeing. So we're kind of wondering if maybe somehow, some way, we're getting more places to hide, maybe, instead of trying to combat everything. Because the combat system has changed a little bit. I think mainly in the favor of melee. I'm not sure about weapons in general, but melee weapons have definitely had a buff, as well as just a whole new work. Here's another vehicle model. Here's another. There's the same one from earlier, but it's actually built where you can loot it. Ooh, level 2 already? Hell yeah. But there's a lot of cool things that has things. So, alright, here you go. This is the new book system. As you can see, it says learn outfit your shop with forges, workbenches, cement mixers, and chemistry stations. Improve workstation and crafting skills. Then that doesn't mean it's improving it overall. What you have to do is you have to read it. And down the bottom it says 2 of 75. Alright? And then it says do collect or unlock, which is something I'll talk about in a little bit. You have to read all these books to get more and more things. So now it's 3 of 75. Once you complete it, you won't be getting those books anymore. It's kind of weird that I keep getting a forge book every back to back. Okay, there we go. That's the thing that I think shouldn't be in the game. I still think you should be able to get all the other ones, just so there's not like, oh, I finished this. I don't need to worry about it anymore. But I do see what they're trying to do here. Now that being said, it's still kind of in the works. Again, this is still in the experimental phase, so it might not be set in stone just yet, but we'll have to see. I don't know if you noticed when I was eating, there's new eating sounds and drinking sounds depending on what you're eating and drinking. Some better than others. Some are kind of gross. Need to say. Wish I could get those open. I'm not seeing anything else over here. But this is my first time at Hughes, so if I missed something, I do apologize. You can now not go over here and grab the stuff off the walls. You have to actually. You can only talk to him, which sucks, but it is what it is. But Hugh has a lot more stuff now, as from the original to this, as well as a lot of cool memorabilia. Interesting. Now it looks like all of this, none of this really is lootable, which is fair because there's so much here. I don't think I looted this vehicle. No, I did. I did loot the vehicles. Military clothing. Oh. No, I didn't. Untouched. Well, wait. Yeah. I think when you get done, it opens things. No, there's certain things now. When you loot them, it shows that you've looted it. Like it's opened washer dryers. It gets rid of things on shelves now, which has been really helpful to knowing what shelves can be lootable and what can't. I think a lot of people have been asking for something like that for a while. I'm not sure. I know I have asked for something like that because I know when I'm just quickly looting and scooting with my buddy T, we're over here like, okay, what can be looted, but we don't know what, just because. Don't mind me, Hugh. I'm just stealing all your shit. But like right here, see the trash can, how it's full? Take everything out, and now it's empty. I don't know. Again, I'm just kind of just going by everything as pretty quickly, but I'm trying to get things done. Let's see. We'll fetch this one. Yes. Can I sell anything new that I need? I mean, I kind of need all that if I have to stay on this for a while. But now there's no more secret stashes for any of the traders, which does suck. I kind of like the concept of there's the secret stash is unique to the player, but I understand what they're trying to do because once you get one of them maxed out and the last ones, you didn't have to worry about it anymore. Now, reading material is now a lot more of a common thing. Like this one, Art of Mining 7. I need this one because I'm a crackhead. I love to. I like to do things like that. Another cool thing about the game itself. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it would appear that I need to do some more strength. God damn it! I completely forgot what I was trying to say. I had to apologize. But they have reworked a lot of the stuff here with the traders. But yeah, you're more heavily reliant on books more than anything. There is no more, oh, I can survive without the books because I'll learn eventually as I increase my overall skill points. That is no longer a thing. You cannot do that. Now, yes, you can learn a few things, but they also got they got rid of Sexy Rexy for the strength class. But they gave us big and fast, so we're not leaving too much out. Melee weapons, like I said, got a huge buff, and this is one of them right here. Right now, we're just gonna unlock all these. But there's been a whole new reworks of everything, especially the zombies now. As you can see, he looks a little different, but he still looks the same. I do believe they kind of like worked on giving him more of a zombie feel, as if that even makes sense to any of you. Yeah. I need to find a place where I can like set up a small camp. But yeah, different books now require different things. That one's 2 of 100. But like I said, it does suck the second you finish it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. The Malone residence. Okay. I'm probably gonna just set up over here where there's like this. Yeah, lazy timbers. That sounds all right. Let's see this. Now this is going to be temporary stuff for right now, because I do want to get a lot of stuff done in the first day, because I've already spent half of it just kind of bullshitting and talking. So we're just gonna, for right now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Anyway, the storage chests, as you can tell, they also got a new look. They look a little weird. If you can even call it that, I don't really know what it is. They just look different to me, and I know they are different. As well as the cool thing about these things now is that when you actually put them in, it shows it to you. I think that's a really cool addition to the game. Is now you're being able to see what you put on a, not a furnace, a campfire. That's what it's called. Brain was not wanting to work for a second there. Now they've added a lot of new models to the game too, as well as trash cans, recycling things, which to me they're kind of the same thing. They all go to the same place. But it is a nice addition to know that now you have to just kind of worry about yourself. Ooh. And you have to be very cautious. You're more prone to infections, I think, now, even with certain skills learned. I think you still are prone to getting infections more, which, by all means, make it harder for us. The zombie apocalypse shouldn't be an easy walk in the park. I don't really need animal fat. Animal fat really doesn't serve any purpose anymore in this, in my opinion. As you can tell, this entire dresser now has a redesigned model. A lot of places where zombies would bust out at, it has changed. It has changed. There's all these bags now that have changed, which you'll see them all across the world. Let's see what else can I talk about that makes this video seem a little more interesting. Oh yeah, so the horde system, right? You know what? I'll wear these boots. I'll wear this for now, I guess. Oh, a lot of military perks, nice. A lot of places. What was talking about? Oh, hordes. So the micro hordes that you've seen in the past, they've gotten a rework done. You're not dead. They've gotten a huge like buff for them, I guess, where they've changed. So originally, I didn't know this. I actually watched a video on it. So there's 50 hordes, little micro hordes, in the game files from Alpha 20 back, that they were predetermined. You would start in one and you wouldn't get that same one until it looped around. Now, I don't think I ever got enough, because one of the things was I was always traveling around. So more or less, the hordes that were there were probably scarcely spread out. Again, it's happening in this one as well. Hordes, the little hordes will be spread out pretty thinly. But they are trying to make them a little harder. And here, as I was saying, the washer now looks completely empty like that. I should be able to hit this. No, is it not through this? Just only through doors? Alright, my apologies. So through doors you can do it. if they break down the doors, you're able to actually hit them through it. Here I can still hit it because the block's gone. But their doors, you can actually just go right through them, even if there's a still part of a door left. As you can see again, rework of the door system. Looks a whole lot newer. Let's see. A lot of cool things have actually been added to this. In my opinion, I do like Alpha21 so far. There's been bugs. Don't get me wrong. There has been a few bugs, but I've been happy with the things that I've seen so far. I can now grill corn and bake potatoes. Yeah. Oh man, my face is just. There is, oh, so I don't know, I won't do them, but there is another way that you can now identify which houses have been looted in the past 7 days. There are things called banners that you can now make in this game to signify, okay, I've been. Really? Oh my god, I could have just went through that if I known that. So you can make these banners with certain colors to signify you've looted this place, and depending on how far or how long you're waiting until things can restock inside a house. I think it's with a chunk now. It's not like set amount of days will give you this. You can signify, hey, I've looted this one, and then change it for the next whatever you want to call it, right? I do think that's kind of a neat concept to the entire game. It's like, okay, I've already looted this place. I want to loot it for another month. And to signify that I've looted this place, I'm going to put a banner on one of the walls. Now again, I think you can change the colors, so don't worry about it just being like, oh, I won't be able to know. You'll know if you have banners. But you have to have, I think, a lot of cloth for it. I think it's 30 cloth. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just trying to quickly at least get this mission done. They've definitely done a lot of more of the dynamic of the lighting as well in Alpha21, which I've enjoyed, but also it's been kind of hell. Mainly due to the fact that there's certain areas of the map that just get absurdly dark. Like, there's dark and then there's absurd. And it's always like this weird, if you like walk up in a corner in some places, it would just get randomly dark. There's also animations now when you cut off their limbs. You see little jiggle bits on underneath. You see the little jiggle bits on his arm, where his arm used to be. Which I love the way jiggle physics work in the games. Oh shit! There's my thing. I can just leave. Yeah, jiggle physics have been really reworked to favor, I guess, the zombies, because now they actually do the weird jiggle stuffs, which think a lot of people have been wanting them to do for a while is like, hey, make it seem more like it's a zombie and not just something. I don't know. Right. Get shit on. Now, it does suck that these cabinets won't close when you've looted them, or open, I should say. I would like that if that was in the game where they would open to let signify that I've looted this already. Loot bags. That's another thing I meant to talk about. So, loot bags themselves have been kind of reworked as well, where on the hordes you're more common to get loot bags. And I'm talking about the micro hordes, not the horde knights themselves. I think that's actually kind of a good incentive to, when the horde comes to kill them, is like, I think you're guaranteed one loot bag per micro horde. Oop, I have no stamina. But yeah, I think you're guaranteed one bag per micro horde every time you have a micro horde. A mini horde. I think that's what they're actually called. It's just a mini horde. Nice. So I'm gonna put that down here. Move this over. Trying to make myself a little more not as encumbered. But yeah, so I believe you're guaranteed at least one type of bag the entirety. Now that being said, I think you're guaranteed, or not guaranteed, you can have up to 3, I think, and it can depend, and the rarity is different for obvious game stages. But I do believe you're guaranteed at least one common loot bag. Now, don't take me as knowing that that's true from what I was reading and what I was watching a video on Alpha21, because I'm trying to integrate my own spin on it, I guess. There's definitely been a lot of there's a lot of there could be a lot of mixed communication there, but I apologize. Hey, buddy. Oh, I think this. Oh, voice. I think this also works here. Bushes? No. Okay, so there's certain bushes that when you harvest them, it will give you 2 things. It will give you a little bit of yeah. Fuck you. Wait, I got a bone knife. Hang on. Yeah. Give me them bones. Sorry. But yes, about the loot bags, yada yada. I think depending on where you go, you still have your additional game stages. Like right here where I'm at, this isn't the best game stage. Just think this is known as game stage 0. Or no, it's not game stage. It's something else. I do forget it this time, so I do apologize. Also, zombies you can see a lot further. They've actually, I don't know what they did, but they did something where you're actually able to not have a frame issue. At least I haven't had any frame issues, and that's coming from someone who's on a little PC, little dinky gaming laptop. I'm on the wrong side. I'm an idiot. Was I? Nah, I can't tell. On these walls. Hugh, tear down these walls. Oh, that's a new model right there. A police vehicle. Now, in order to get inside the police vehicle, you have to be able to pick the lock. And if you don't pick a lock, an alarm will call, and you will be overran by a small horde of zombies because they always spawn when you do that. Which I love that. I love the thought of you're breaking into a vehicle and the alarm goes off. Oh my god, that's amazing to me.
Well, you did it, so I'll honor our agreement.
I'll do that so that way I can have something or some more carrying capacity. Let's see, what else can I get rid of? Steel knuckle parts, machete parts, spears. Spears. They've also been reworked. I'm not a spear person. I don't really like spears at all. But that being said, spears now you can whatchamacallit it. I can't do that. Whoops, it is. I'm an idiot. Anyway, spears, you don't throw them no more. You now charge with them, which I think that's kind of a good thing for spears. Mainly because the very few times I've actually used spears, it's been kind of some bullshit. Mainly with the fact that, like, well, mainly the fact it's just like, oh, it's just terrible. I probably should go unload, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna risk it. As you can hear when you drink murky water now, you basically throw it up. I have, what, 2 lockpicks? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pick this police vehicle. Another thing I've actually done is when you break items now, when you're playing with people, other people can hear it, so that way you can kind of be like, hey, my thing broke. Cover me while I'm reloading type shit. I'm actually gonna get this on the first try. Oh shit. Cool thing about the police vehicles is you do get better gear like that. See, I got me a level 3 machine pistol. Or machine gun, pipe machine gun. I don't really care for them, so while I have time, I'm just gonna go sell it to Hugh here. And while I'm thinking about it, a cool thing about going to the traders now.
What's your story?
My story is that. Farewell. When you actually go into your map now, they automatically save your traders for you, which I love that. I know that sounds. I know I've said that. I love that mainly because I always hated doing that when it came to the way different servers were made or different maps. Mainly because I'd forget about doing it. So now your traders are automatically marked on your map for you, which I do really like that. I think that's a cool way of like, okay, here you go. We'll be nice to you. Now everything else you have to do by yourself. But I do think that's a really neat concept. Alright, it's gonna be nighttime by the time, or it's gonna be probably early in the morning when I get back. Fine. Make sure it's there. That's floating. I had coal in here, didn't I? I did. That'd be cool. Just gonna put it here. Again, I'm just gonna kind of unload everything. I'll take that with me just in case I get something. Drink that. And off we go. Let's see. I'll have 4 skill already. Okay. I'll wait until I get 1 more, and then I'll. Well, no, I can't, because to do minor 69 and mother I need 7, right? 7, 7, yeah. Alright, so we'll unlock both of these. And then we'll start working on minor 69er. That's just my thing. I always do go strength, mainly because I do like to be the mole man of the group. This is what it is. When you do start off at 100% though, for just XP, like your base thing, you do actually get a lot more experience, I think, now, killing zombies. Kind of more of an incentive to always try to kill zombies and not just puss out on them. Alright, these guys, I got little new jiggle physics. I don't know why that's hard to say. Oh, shit. Alright, so birds are kind of still an asshole problem. I still hate the birds because of it. Because mostly they are just... They're still a hassle. They really are. And they still do try to kill you really quickly. Mainly they'll give you a lot more infections. Hey, I can now craft better stone quality tools. That should something I might do. Hang on. Does that mean I can do a better hammer? No. Tools. Also, something else I learned. This is now a usable thing. When you look at this, or I'm gonna go back to I need this. You can now change between making a quality 1 versus a quality 2. And it does change the resources, not for stone. Not for stone things, I don't think. But let's say you need a wrench for a certain project. Instead of going all out and making a level 5, you can give them a level 1 and it not require as much of the resources, which probably has been someone's vein was like, oh damn it, I need a new workbench and I have to make a level fucking 5 for it. Bullshit. I do think that's a really cool way of kind of listening to the community a little more. Like, I think they're tired of having to use their good qualities like this. So now we can kind of just make some poor qualities and it still work that way. Alright, it's about to be nighttime, so that's cool. I now see where that bird was at. Something I would say would like them to add is, even though some of these vehicles are unlocked, give them the chance of blaring an alarm to alert everything in your mission. I would like that personally. Comes that bird. Yeah, fuck you, bird. A lot of seeds. Actually, I'm gonna take those. Oh, hey. Shit. I don't know what is going on with that light. Jesus. Sounds like fucking Randy Marsh from South Park. Or not Randy. Just it sounds like a character from South Park right now. Maybe it's been a while since I've actually watched South Park. I will say, those bastards have been known to. What am I missing over here? The fuck? Am I missing something? What? Huh. I'm a little confused on what I'm missing. Well, that's new. Ooh. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so what am I missing? Doesn't. Okay, never mind. There we go. Got his head. Nice. Looks like that a small horde that's just kind of been here. I will say you do have to make sure, even though melee stuff got buffed, you do need to make sure that you actually hit your shots. If you miss your shots, you're shit out of luck. You will possibly die. Or get severely damaged. Who knows? One of the two. I will say zombies just out in the open has increased by a lot. Not but so if you don't ever just notice it, you didn't really see many zombies when you were just walking out and about, but now you will see quite a few. Which I do like that. Makes it a little harder for you to just kind of traverse everything. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, sure would love some eggs. There's another bag. Yeah. Nice little tongue. I definitely think they did tweak out their hearing capabilities. Well, you're feral too. Something I will say. Apparently so this happened to me when I was playing with T. You can kind of hide from the zombies now with trees. So me and T, we were building a horde base because we play for like 6 hours straight, an hour for every day in game, right? And there was a zombie that ran right past me. Cause like I was fighting it, and then I like got backed up into a tree, and the thing lost sight of me. So I'm wondering if they did implement that you could kind of hide from them like that. I mean, obviously, probably not. But if they did, that's actually kind of a cool little extra thing in case like you're in a fire or not a firefight. You're just like trying to evade the zombies for a second, so you could heal for like just a split second. Nice when the music didn't change though. So. I'll eat this. Maybe I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell this. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go replant these. Let's see. Alright, I don't think I can make actual boiled water yet, can I? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, it does take a lot longer though. Okay, so it takes a little bit longer to boil or just make anything in general, I guess. Yeah, they definitely did say that water itself would be scarce, and getting a dew collector would be good because you get three. Pardon me. Oh, you get 3 bottles a day. So if you set up like 4, you'll be fine because you'll have a surplus of fluids every day. You will have a surplus. Man, my head hurts. Don't know why my head's been hurting a lot more recently, but it has been. Yeah, I just need a grill. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay. But yeah, that's really much all that I have for today's episode. Yeah, pretty much we'll just stay here by the fire as I wrap it up. So yeah, Alpha 21, it's still in experimental, so don't just be like, oh, why doesn't mine say it's here? It's still an experimental. Maybe probably like in the next couple of weeks, it will be a full release. I don't know. But that's all the time I got for today's episode. If you guys want to see more content like this, other things that I got planned in the future, there is a button down there. It's called the subscribe button. You guys can if you want to, because I will never tell you to do so. And if you let me know that I'm doing a good job, there's a button for that too. It's called the like button. Again, you don't have to hit it, but it grows the channel and help the YouTube out and push me out to other people. It would mean a lot if you did. Lastly, got the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Alpha 21 so far. Let me know if you guys like it, don't like it, if you want to see some other things change. We'll see. Anyway, my name is Moon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.